Okay, so I've got a 2025 Dodge Ram, and as you can see, the instrument cluster up here is super bright, and it's pretty dark out. Like it's not bright anymore. It's not daytime. So I'm in auto right now. If I switch it to manual lights on, you'll see this will dim, and I can change it. I can dim that up and down. Now look at my instrument cluster. While I go up and down over here, look, nothing's changing. It's just staying brighter than the sun in my eyes. So when I drive to work in the morning, it's too bright. When I drive home or when it's late, it's just obnoxiously bright. Okay, so we're in the 2025 Dodge Ram, trying to figure out the light sensor. So that is not the ambient light sensor right there. You might think it is, and maybe it's called that. But the problem I'm having is this instrument cluster, when it's in auto during day mode, it doesn't matter if you have it in manual or auto mode, it'll stay bright all the time. So right now you see how I can dim it and both go with my center stack and my cluster. Well, your actual light sensor is right up here. So next to your front little camera there. So there's a little sensor, you can see it right there by my finger. There's a little sensor there. And now, when I go to dim everything, center screen will dim. Not in auto, by the way. Nothing will dim in auto right now. I'm in auto. If I go back to manual, can't dim the instrument cluster, but you can dim the screen. Okay, so to get behind the 2025 Ram mirror, first thing you need to do is get in here with a panel removal. So anyway, once you get this popped out, that's how you remove that. For this, there's tabs all around. You can kind of start wherever you want. Doesn't really matter. I find starting at the bottom over here kind of helps. And then you'll just work your way around. And you have to wiggle the mirror around a bit, but reach in here and make sure that you have the wires enough. And that little piece comes right out. And then mirror pops off, just like I showed earlier, or I'll show you in the video here from below, but you turn to the right. So pop these grommets out on each side. Oh, there we go. Pop out these little grommets, that little gray guy, and this one with a little panel removal tool. This is a great opportunity to show you in reverse how everything goes back together. So here's the mirror. It sits right behind where this little light sensor is. And when you break it loose, you're gonna twist it to the right. So you're gonna turn it clockwise to release it. And it is a little hard. The only thing you gotta disconnect, and you might not need to, but there's one little pinch clip right here. So actually I have this upside down. So you know, make sure you put it in right, but just a little clip right here. And it's just a little pinch clip right here. So when you're removing it, that's one of the only thing you're gonna have to pull out of there. Pretty straightforward once you get into it. So we're just gonna get this back aligned right there. And I'm just gonna go counterclockwise now that I know. And it just sits on these tabs right here. So there's these little tabs. I hope you can see them, but it's self-explanatory. And once we have that there, I'm just gonna twist it counterclockwise and it snaps back on. So, and it does need a little encouragement. Don't get twisty on it. Just grab this whole assembly and you literally just have to twist to the right when you're removing it. There we go. So when you find the right spot, it'll just twist right off. Okay, so you get this light sensor out. These clips pop in and they snap in like that. So you can push up on this. And what you have to do is you kind of get a flathead from the top, and you'll see that clip goes up, and you just wedge this where the clip goes, and then you spread it. So on this side, it's coming towards me, and then it pops right out. It took me a little bit to figure this one out, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of sucked a little bit. Now I'm flying blind over here. There we go. Okay. And then my understanding is you want to pull this out very evenly because it is glued. See, and you can see this is the sensor. Okay, so it is just truly that one little tiny part of the sensor here that keeps it all dark. And I'll show you here. I'm going to take the tape off. Look how bright everything gets. See, so it's just that one little photo eye right there. So if I put a little tape back over it, see if it darkens up. There it goes. And then while you're all critiquing me for it being too dark, you can just brighten it up with the dimmer switch. So yeah, it's sticky, but you just clip it back in and that's that. Now we're just gonna undo everything we just did. Pretty straightforward. And now it just pops right in there and it doesn't move around. It's got a little home. So then this piece on this side, it's just more of the wiring. We're gonna push that in. All in all, this is really easy. It just took me a long time to figure out. Man, it's just as simple as popping them out. Everything's nice and slow. No need to rush. And when you find the right spot, it'll pop in like it wants to be there.